The cavalry has arrived. With 75314, the Bad Batch attack shuttle. Hello there, my good friends. And today we are going to start the third episode of my LEGO reviews. Boom. We're looking at a set that I really like and was really anticipating, especially around its release. Now, the set here is meant to represent the Havoc Marauder from both Star Wars The Clone Wars and Star Wars The Bad Batch. I wonder what that show's about. But anyways, I think the set does a great job at it, first and foremost. It's being pretty easy to fold out the wings and just like woo, and recklessly crash and stuff into minifigures like it does in its first appearance in Clone Wars Season 7. But yeah, a lot of people did have a problem with the sand blue color. I did at first, but it's really grown on me because, I mean, this is the animated, that's the animated look at it. I mean, TIE Fighters would look great in sand blue pretty much. Like, I have the Outland TIE Fighter Mission Fleet toy, and if I'm being honest, it's like sand blue is perfect. The production models for the TIE Fighters later on are sand blue. Like, who knows what color the Havoc Marauder is actually. It would have been nice in dark bluish gray, but I think it would have been less vibrant. But what am I talking about? A LEGO set's color. Let's get on the minifigures. The set includes 6 minifigures if we count Gonki here, who's missing a leg, tragically. Now, to start with Hunter. Now, yeah, these minifigures first use the same art style that I pointed out in last video, in which it's a merge between the animated and live-action looks of the characters, which I'm not that big of a fan of, but here, it's all right. Hunter's nice little modified Katarn armor is quite detailed. I would have really liked it if they gave all the characters backpacks, though, you know, this printing will suffice for now. But I mean, yeah, it's all right. I imagine if they had backpacks, the figs would not be able to easily fit within the rest of the set. And, you know, I did have a problem at first with the helmet being used, just the standard face helmet being used for Hunter. But I realized that, like, they probably wouldn't have any other purpose for a Phase 3 style helmet. I mean, you know, they made one for tech, but at the same time, I think that would have been enough. Here's hoping that a new Hunter minifigure in the future does get a new helmet mold. If we take off the helmet, we have, well, LEGO provides us with this hairpiece to complete our minifigure. It's all right, I guess. Here he has his tattoos. I really want to get that pin on my face sometime. And he has an alternate face print, which I kind of like. It has the same sort of general skin tone and face design as the rest of LEGO's recent Clone Troopers are, which I love. As, you know, this began with the First Battle Pack and spiral into now. Hunter carries 2 vibro blades, which I think would have been nicer if they gave, you know, one to Wrecker as well, because...
Ever killed a man at Yavik?
No, can't say I have.
You're lucky. Only way to kill him is with one of these.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. It would have been nice to let Wrecker have one of these so we could
kill that male Yavik
that were technically trying to mate with us. But let's look at Wrecker. Now, I'm not a big fan of the new Iron Man helmet. I'm happy they switched back to the original that can flip up and down like in the movies, or close enough. But yeah, I think this is a really good use of that piece. It's spot on, and I love Wrecker's face design. He looks a bit more tough here than in the show, because come on, He loves his Lula. Like, come on. They should have included Lula as this, but hey, I don't mind it much. He comes equipped with this blaster, which it's all right. Like, that's all I describe a lot of these figures. They're all right. They're not horrendous, but they get the job done. Like, they're like the batch themselves. Tech here, you know, our boy that has never followed orders, is honestly very detailed. I'm surprised they didn't include arm protect on him. Many have seen his armor as white. I like the light bluish gray they went with, and they gave him a backpack instead of the rest of the batch getting backpacks too, because that would have been nice. So yeah. You can remove his helmet and apply this hairpiece to him. So he does look like how he does without the helmet in the final versions of the animation. But in the story reels, actually, he lacked the goggles for the original Clone Wars Season 7 story reels, which are pretty cool. I like this better, and it kind of looks like The Rock, honestly. Rest in peace to Tech, we love you. Now here we have CT-1409. Echo. He has arm printing, look at that. In a robotic hand, which I'm really kind of mad that in the show they did not give Echo back his standard hand that he was going to have in the Bad Batch and Kashyyyk arc with Yoda. That was actually referenced in the show. And yeah. No camera. Boom. What the heck are they doing with these? They did it already, you know, with the 187 Trooper and the Foul First Officer. Like, is Lego just becoming lazy? I mean, I get it, Lego has to sit down, but man, it's just... You can easily make them with paper, like I did right here with Sanders 3 Studios' tutorial, but I'll just order one soon. Yeah. I'm surprised I didn't give him a backpack too, like Tech, but like I said, that would have been making it more difficult for him to sit down. We remove his helmet, and it makes great use of the light nougat skin tone. He looks, you know, a bit nicer than he does in the show. Like, admittedly, you know, he does have a bit of a stubble, or if it's a shadow, I don't know, but it would have been appreciated here. We have his little back of the head robot cybernetics, and overall, good minifigure. I'm kind of upset actually that they just didn't make a new helmet mold, but it's not that big of a deal for me, honestly. Moving on to CT-9904. Crosshair. We remove his helmet. He did not get any hair. Maybe it's because it's representing how he looks after the whole engine incident where his face was in an engine and like, he got burnt. So, yeah, he comes with a blaster rifle and his own speeder to boot, which I don't know if that appeared in the show or not. But yeah, I'm quite disappointed, honestly, that like they did not include the new helmet. They only made the new helmet molds in 2022, because I think this minifigure would have greatly appreciated from. Well, it would have greatly benefited, I meant, from the use of these holes that they did later on down the line. Because he's got the rangefinder, honestly. It looks naked, honestly, in my opinion. It looks more like one of his Death Squad troopers here. But it's alright, I guess. Like the rest of the batch, in my opinion. And Gonky is without flaw. Missing his leg, but still... Gonk, 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 gonk. I was Gonk destroyed for Halloween. Now, Crosshair's speeder is basically just an exact rebuild of the File First speeder. Except for the fact that there's no... Whatever the things here are. I call myself a Star Wars fan. Yeah, I don't know this. But yeah, good speeder. All right. And here, I believe, is based off Hunter's speeder from the 4th episode of the show when they're on the planet Pantora. When they're on Pantora, yeah. And Hunter has to save Omega from Fennec Shand, which, you know, what the heck is it with her? How old is this lady? She's like older than Boba Fett, and it's a bit odd, I gotta say. But yeah. Tech is shown on the box, piloting this baby. But I prefer to keep him in the shuttle. Wow, now that segment of the video was longer than I expected. But welcome to the shuttle. The bad boy itself. I was tempted for a time to probably just buy a duplicate of this set, sell the figs, and make a custom Padme decal like it is on the original drafts for the Season 7 of Clone Wars, but... You know, that would say a lot about me as a person, and I don't want that to be known about me. Not to mention it would be weird. So let's take a look inside this set. The sand blue doesn't bother me as much as those other people. And yep, here we have the cockpit. On the box, Hunter and Tech are advertised here, piloting it right here. Which, you know, it's like, Emily, these C pieces are nice in here, as they allow for you to get your minifigure off easier. But the sacrifice is that they're a bit more flimsy, as, you know, it's like the standard 2x2 plates are, you know, that area of space for a minifigure to be seated in I mean, you wouldn't be able to get your minifigure legs off easier after a while. But hey, at least it keeps them in place. And on the inside of the set here, we have a space to store in the instructions. It says Wrecker's Weapon, and on the box too. Now there's a history poster or book, I don't know what the heck this is, and Space Battles. So I guess it's just their private reading stuff. I don't no idea. I don't know. But yeah, Wrecker and Echo are shown on the box as, you know, sitting in the back here. You know, it's kind of difficult for me to, you know, put them all in together, because Emily, I kind of don't want to separate the accessories, so I just keep them with the rest of the set. But yeah. Now I'm not going to use words. I'm going to do like Genndy Tartakovsky does with his legendary 2003 Clone Wars series, and let this visual explain it all. Oops. Yeah, spring-loaded shooters, baby! Now, really one complaint I have and some people have is the lack of transparency with this thing. I didn't like it at first. Wait, is this? It's a printing. Yeah, it's printing. I was a bit upset with, you know, it's not transparent for the set, so it's not like a ship. But it grew on me because I realized that how would they have done this? They would have had to go crazy with like dual molding and stuff. You know how crazy that is? Like, we're gonna make a superhero set, I'm telling you. But then, and if they went full transparent, we'd have to have stickers, and it just would not look right. They made a nice compromise here, and I appreciate it. So yeah, this is my review of the Bad Batch Attack Shuttle. I'll see you guys in the next video, and may the Force be with you.